It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. The object of the superior man is truth. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. The cautious seldom err. When anger rises, think of the consequences. It is easy to hate, and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Never give a sword to a man who can't dance. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. I hear, I know. I see, I remember. I do, I understand. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. If in terms of 100 years, teach the people. Old age, believe me, is a good and pleasant thing. It is true you are gently shouldered off the stage, but then you are given such a comfortable front stall, as spectator. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Heaven means to be one with God. Study the past, if you would divine the future. If I am walking with 2 other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. It is more shameful to distrust our friends than to be deceived by them. To see the right and not to do it is cowardice. Never contract friendship with a man that is not better than thyself. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. You cannot open a book without learning something. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? Wisdom, Compassion and courage are the three universally recognized moral qualities of men. In a country well governed, poverty is something to be ashamed of. In a country badly governed, wealth is something to be ashamed of. To practice 5 things under all circumstances constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. Well, if we don't know life, how can we know death? Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions.